The morning sun bled through the fog as a convoy of black SUVs rolled into Camp Pendleton. The air was crisp with the smell of jet fuel and ocean salt. Marines stood in formation, boots aligned, faces unreadable. The sound of a rotor thumped from afar, another helicopter coming in. Inside the hangar, Colonel Mason Briggs waited, arms crossed, jaw locked tight. His chest was a wall of ribbons, and his reputation matched it: blunt, disciplined, intolerant of mystery. The orders he'd received that morning had made little sense. A civilian consultant was being flown in for an urgent joint strike simulation, and the Pentagon hadn't said much else. The hangar doors creaked as the woman stepped out from the sunlight. Tall, lean, flight jacket zipped halfway, aviator shades catching the glare. Her hair was tied back in a no-nonsense braid. She carried no weapon, no insignia, only a sealed black folder under one arm. Briggs squinted. "You're the civilian." She stopped a few paces from him. "Temporary assignment. Direct from Strategic Command." He eyed her jacket. "No clearance tag. No ID. No rank. You walked onto a Marine base like you own it. I don't care what Stratcom said. I need a name and a call sign, now." She lowered her shades slowly, revealing calm, steel blue eyes. "You can call me Phantom 7. For the first time in years, Mason Briggs took a step back. His voice dropped, uncertain. "That's impossible." A whisper moved through the nearby Marines. The younger ones didn't understand. But the older NCOs exchanged looks, the kind reserved for ghosts. "Phantom 7's not real," one whispered. "She was a myth, a black ops pilot who vanished over Kandahar, 2012. The woman's expression didn't change. "Myth's a convenient word for classified." Briggs studied her face. He remembered the briefings, the blurred photos, the reports stamped top secret. Phantom Squadron, the unit that flew missions even special forces couldn't confirm existed. 7 pilots. Only one unaccounted for. He found his voice again. "You were declared Kia. Your jet went down behind enemy lines. I saw the satellite images myself." Her lips curved slightly. "Then I guess you saw wrong." Briggs stared hard, fighting disbelief. "You expect me to believe you've been alive all this time? Doing what? Flying ghosts?" She stepped closer, lowering her voice. "Doing the work you never got briefed on, Colonel. The kind that doesn't make the nightly reports." The room fell silent, broken only by the distant hum of the base. "Where's your proof?" Briggs demanded. She opened the black folder, sliding it across the table. Inside were photos, aerial reconnaissance, coordinates, a downed F-35 wreckage deep in hostile territory. The last image stopped him cold, a current timestamp. The wreckage had been photographed yesterday. "Those were taken during an unsanctioned flight last week," she said. "There's a new weapons test going on in the region. Hypersonic drone tech, experimental. If it's replicated, it'll erase the balance of air power." Briggs looked up. "You're saying someone stole the design." "I'm saying someone's already flying it." He closed the folder slowly. "And Stratcom sent you to fix it." "Not exactly," she said. "They sent me to finish what Phantom Squadron started." Briggs turned toward his aides. "Get the general on the line. Now." The aides scrambled. Briggs leaned closer to her. "You're asking for full operational clearance, foreign engagement, and a pilot's seat, on my base. That's not happening without confirmation." "Then make the call," she said. "You'll want to hear who answers." Minutes later, the comms unit buzzed. The secure line connected, and the general's voice filled the hangar. "Colonel Briggs, authorize. Phantom 7. She's in command for this op." Briggs stiffened. "Sir, she's alive," the general interrupted. "And you'll treat her as such. She's the only one with the clearance level to access the drone's fail-safe codes." "Stand down, Colonel." The line cut. For a long moment, no one spoke. Briggs finally exhaled, then nodded stiffly. "All right, Phantom 7. You've got my attention. What's the mission?" She pulled out a hollow map from her pocket, spreading it across the table. "We launch in 6 hours. I'll need a pilot, an ECM officer, and a Gostock transport." Briggs frowned. "You're going back there alone." She smiled faintly. "I never go alone." Her gaze drifted toward the hangar ceiling, where a faded Phantom Squadron emblem still hung, 7 wings, 1 broken. That night, as engines roared and shadows moved across the runway, the Marines watched her suit up. The flight deck lights painted her in flickering amber. She strapped into the cockpit of a modified F-22, its tail marked not with a number, but a symbol, a single ghost wing. Briggs stood on the tarmac, headset on, watching as she powered up. Phantom 7, he said into the mic, control tower's giving you green. You sure you're ready for this? Her voice came back steady. Been ready for 13 years. The jet screamed to life, slicing into the night. Hours later, deep over hostile skies, Phantom 7's voice came through the secure channel. Target lock acquired. Engaging override on stolen drone network. Then, static. Alarms flared across the command center. Briggs leaned forward. Phantom 7, do you copy? More static. Then her voice, calm, focused. Transmission complete. Drone network neutralized. But I've got company. Radar lit up with 6 enemy intercepts closing in. Fall back. Briggs barked. We'll send recovery. No time, she said. Tell the general, Phantom Squadron's mission is complete. Then the comm went silent. The hangar went still again, just as it had 13 years ago. Briggs turned away, his chest heavy. But before he could speak, the radar pinged. A single F-22 signature reappeared, inbound and steady. She was coming home. When the jet touched down at dawn, the hangar erupted in motion. Marines ran toward the aircraft, shielding their eyes against the sun. The canopy lifted. Phantom 7 climbed down, helmet tucked under one arm, a quiet smirk on her lips. Briggs met her halfway. You disobeyed direct extraction protocol, he said, but his tone had softened. Protocols are for the living, she said. He chuckled, shaking his head. You're something else. She looked at him, eyes fierce yet calm. No, Colonel. I'm just what's left when everyone else is gone. And as she walked past him into the blinding morning light, the patch on her shoulder caught the sun, a white phantom wing, gleaming.